Again, everyone, I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Generation X Politics. This video is sponsored by contribution from Carol. Carol asked me to do a video on the situation that's going on in Canada with the churches being burned down in response to, and you know if you heard about a couple of years ago, there was these reports of the Catholics murdering children of Indians, like Indian tribes and their children in mass graves and burying them, then building the churches over the mass graves. And in response, it's like something over 100, 200 churches have been burned to the ground, and these churches have been burned. And I'm not over religious, I'm getting more religious than I was. But in response, they started burning all these churches to the ground in response to these poor indigenous Indians, the mass graves and all this, and these evil Christians. And these churches are being burned not only in Canada, especially in Europe. In France has a huge problem. Germany has a problem. Well, it turns out that the entire thing is a fucking hoax, as per usual with the mainstream media, and especially things coming out of Canada with their communist prime minister, Justin Castro. I'm sorry, Trudeau. Just Castro's just his dad. Breaking: unmarked graves discovery at Manitoba residential school turns out to be a hoax. No bodies found, only rocks. Despite findings, chief warns against denialist narrative. Bullshit. It looks like a white dude in a headdress. Like, just stop. Just stop being. And look, here's the thing. I have quite a few American Indian followers. Okay. Horrible things happened long time ago. Unfortunately, that's how land is conquered. That's how there isn't any settled land or any settled country that somebody didn't die over. It just wasn't. When this continent was founded, okay, we sailed over here on boats, on large ships, on sailing ships. We had gunpowder, we had weaponry, there was some medicines. Okay, and we discovered a group of people that hadn't even invented a wheel. We're lopping each other's heads off, scalping them, raping and enslaving each other. So it wasn't like we found this peacefulness where where some tribes a lot more peaceful than others. Yeah. Was it this Indian utopia of peace and everybody smoking the peace pipe? Absolutely not. Chief Derek Nepinik of the Minagolsby Ananishi, pardon me if I know I'm butchering that, said the excavation of a Catholic church on the site of a former Manitoba school found no conclusive evidence of human remains. That means there are no human remains. The land the church is found on have been referred to as mass graves by outlets in the mainstream media, of course. And this is what they do to whip everybody up in the frenzy. Of course, the communist media goes along with it because this is just another attempt to destroy Western society. In a video on social media, Chief Nepinak said that a specialized team of archaeologists that work with the police were not able to detect any evidence of human remains under the Our Lady of Seven Sorrows Catholic Church, which is the site of the former residential school in Pine Creek, which means there are no human remains. Bones stay for thousands to millions of years, hence why we are able to find so many dinosaur bones being able to be dug up. If there were human remains there, they would be there. There would be bones, there would be teeth, there would be skeletons. There's none of it, and there never was. He said this should take nothing away from the difficult truths experienced by our families who attended the residential school in Pine Creek. This comes after the Catholic Church and the area around it have been implicated in several stories about mass grave sites in the Manitoba nations that used to occupy the area. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau more than once made a point to bring attention to the hoax that and was infamously seen kneeling beside the so-called graves with a teddy bear in his hand. God, if there's anybody who needs a kick in the face, it's him. This is all just bullshit. It was all bullshit. 14 anomalies under the basement were reported to be possible burial sites under the church building as recently as July. However, upon excavation, nothing was found. The contractor who detected the 14 anomalies under the basement also claimed that 57 others around the area of Our Lady of Seven Sorrows Catholic Church were present. Chief Nepanik said that his community was going to conduct a search of their own after the Kamloops First Nation had reported it had possibly discovered 215 marked graves at the site of its former residential school. Prior to the excavations, the panic suggested dark intentions of the supposed culprits of the now debunked grave site at the church. We understand that over time burial sites may be lost to natural elements. Really? Then why are the dinosaurs still sitting there? Then why are there dinosaur bones still sitting everywhere? What natural event could have eliminated human remains from 200 to 150 years ago? What? But to bury remains under a building suggests a dark and sinister intent that cannot be unaddressed as we expose the truth about what happened in their homeland, in our homeland. Nothing happened in their homeland. Nothing happened in their homeland. It was just another media manipulation to destroy Western civilization, to destroy Western culture, to burn down churches, and to make you feel like somehow you're guilty of something by association. It's bullshit. This was always bullshit. They were going with this, so like, just these Catholic schools just decided to start killing Indians, 200 Indians, 200 children at a clip, and then bury them, and then build a church on top of it. Like, what kind of, I mean, this is comic book type villain shit. And yet the media keeps putting it out there, okay? People are afraid to fight back against it, and the people who want to believe it are going to run with it. And then when it's proven to be bullshit, then you're accused of fucking denialism. It's all bullshit. These people who did this should be charged. Should be charged with the arsons, should be charged with anybody who was injured or killed in these fires, because there's been a lot of them. But there'll be no accountability. None. And the whole thing is really, really, really sad. So, thank you to Carol for the contribution and the story. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful. Because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, please be sure to subscribe to both my Rumble channels. Follow me on Twitter and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Generation X Politics. Take care, everyone.